How y'all doing today? We're going to do a quick overview of the install and DB test of the GGB Quiet Can. I'm quite the fan of it. We'll give you a full summary at the end here, but I'll flip the camera around and we'll show what we're talking about. So if we take a quick gander over here, this is obviously the GGB Quiet Can. I've run it for a couple of years now and been quite the fan of it. It's it's not super annoying and loud, so I do a fair bit of trail riding. I'm about 50-50 with my backcountry here, and yeah, I'm a big fan of it. It's not overpowering, so when you're on the trail, you don't get the odd looks from grandma and grandpa cruising by you on their GT sleds, and respecting private properties and all that when you're riding around there. But it still gives you a good punch when you're at wide open throttle, when you're in the backcountry or flying up a hill or something like that. So I think it's a good happy medium. We'll do a quick overview of install. Obviously, I'm sure there's lots of videos on installing it and removing of exhaust and all that stuff. But first thing you want to do is obviously remove your side panel, and then the best thing you can do is to remove your hood. So to remove your hood, again, there's plenty of reviews out there removing it, but there's 3 screws on each side. 1, 2, and then there'll be a third one under your cover here. Once you remove your gauge, you'll pop your gauges and your glove box and all that out. There'll be 3 on each side. Slide your hood off. Oh, of course, you'll remove, there's a gear clamp that holds on the intake box that sits in the hood. You'll undo that and the hood slides off. So a quick review of that. And then once you get that out of your way, it'll be nice and easy access to get in here to remove this heat shield. There's these 2 just C-style clamps that just slide over top. Remove those out of the way. And then there's 2 springs. So I just have like a makeshift spring puller. I added some wire, but you can get a proper spring puller tool. I've even seen buddies, I'll just use an old coat hanger or something like that, even though you clamp it with the vice grips and pull those 2 springs off. Once you get those pulled off, it's nice and easy. There's the 1 10mm bolt right there that's used just to help for vibrations and all that stuff. It's got a rubber mount through it. And then you pull your old can out. Oh, of course, don't let me forget, there is this O2 sensor, some type of knock sensor they run. This has this little bung here that on the GGB can, but the muffler, it just goes right into the pipe for the original muffler. And then you'll slide this guy in. You'll remove the old grommets from the stock can. There's one, I can't tell if I'll be able to get in there to see it. Let's see if I can tuck you in there. Oh no. Oh, there you go, right down in here. You can kind of see the silver head of it. So you'll steal the rubber grommets off the stock muffler. You'll slide them onto the GGB can here, and then slide it in place, snug down your 10mm bolts, and then you'll use your spring puller, put your 2 springs on, put your heat shield cover back on if you like. I think some people leave it off, but why not? If it still fits somewhat over there, throw it over there. Then I usually put a tad bit of anti-seize or something like that, some high temp anti-seize, and thread it into the bung there. That way, if you got to pull it on and off for any servicing, it makes it a little bit easier in the future. Snug that up and you're ready to rock. So we'll do a quick sound test here and we'll check back with you in a sec. All right, we're just gonna give her a quick start up and you'll get some sounds out of her. Alright, so don't mind my poor audio quality. Just doing this from my phone for now. Hopefully down the road we'll get some a little bit better equipment. We can always redo the tests with some better sound stuff, but yeah, hopefully you can get a good clip of how it sounds and see if you like it. You got to see what the dB levels are for that level of can. Again, doesn't seem too intrusive. I've run a MBRP trail can in the past, and they are pretty sweet. Like, they sound awesome, don't get me wrong, and I love the build quality of them and all that. But yeah, just you can just tell, it just was a hair too much for being like respectful on the trail. So in my opinion, I think these quad cans are, you still get a nice punch and sound out of it when you're running off trail or on a private property, or you're in a spot where you can give it and respectively give it a bit more sound. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.